friends, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Martha and I'm an artist, educator, and certified Zentangle teacher. This month's drawing theme is Trips with Tripoli, where we'll explore the Tripoli Tangle. So this tangle was created by the folks over at Zentangle headquarters, and this month we'll be taking 4 trips, one on each Tuesday of the month, to explore different ways to draw the Tripoli Tangle. The folks over at Zentangle headquarters named Tripoli as their Tangle of the Year, and they have a great video that I will link in the description below that helped me create this drawing right here. So if you love Tripoli, I highly recommend you checking that out. In week 1 of my little mini series of Trips with Tripoli, we did a basic variation of the Tangle, so just a black and white version. If you haven't done that one yet, you don't have to do it first, but if you are struggling with the tangle, it can be challenging. I suggest that you check that one out first. But today we're going to push it a little bit further. Going to be doing the tangle on this gray Zentangle tile, and I'm using a blue ink for it. You'll notice that the Tripoli is a little bit larger than in week 1 of my little series. So again, blue ink. I'm also going to use white ink with my jelly roll, and then a white chalk and a tortillon to blend it in. So go ahead and grab whatever supplies you're interested in, and let's get started. Alright, so I am going to start here with my gray Zentangle tile and my blue pen in size 08, so it's a little bit broader. And I'm drawing kind of a larger triangle than I usually would. And then I'm going to draw another one right next to it. So the Tripoli Tangle is little groupings or clusters of triangles, usually in groups of 6, but of course there is no exact number. If your Tripoli only has 4 or 5, totally cool, right? Because there's no mistakes. So the Tripoli Tangle was pretty challenging for me at first. I had a hard time kind of getting similar shaped triangles and groups of 6 triangles. I always felt like mine was wonky, and so I became really frustrated with this tangle and kind of put it to the side. So last week I showed you a way of kind of laying everything out with a pencil first, but what I'm going to do today is show you the method I used. I call it the trapezoid method for creating at least half of your Tripoli clusters. So you see how I've drawn around, look, that's a trapezoid. And then a trapezoid can be filled in with 3 triangles. All right, so I have 2 down, and so what I'm going to do is create that third, and if I were to outline all 3 of these, it would create a trapezoid shape. Alright, so I've got my little scratch piece paper again. I'm going to draw my little set of 3 triangles that create a trapezoid, and then I'm going to show you how I continue to create little trapezoids. So I'm getting my pencil out, so if I were to draw a line this way, and then connect a couple more lines to it, there's another little trapezoid. And then that is how I build on these 3 right here. So I'm going to make another trapezoid, all right? So I want to make that shape right there. Just continuing that line across. Just taking your time. Don't forget to breathe. Right, turning it. I'm going to look for that trapezoid again. So that long side, long up there, continue across, and then come down. And then the last one, you can just fill in whatever kind of space you have left, fill it in with a triangular shape. All right, so finishing that one up, and now I want to continue to make these trapezoids to build off of that first little cluster, that first little Tripoli cluster. So you can see I'm trying to cover up some of the triangles with my fingers to show you all. And I'm going to make a little trapezoid up here, just extending one of those triangles off. And then I'm going to turn, and then I want to continue to make, so here we go, there's that trapezoid, look at that. And then I need to make another one right here. So extend that long side of the trapezoid, and then actually make it a triangle. It's not really a trapezoid. So hopefully this is not too confusing. You know, I think eventually after you do this a little while, if you want to practice on, you know, a little scratch piece of paper first, maybe draw some trapezoids and fill them in with triangles, with 3 triangles, and see how that works. You'll start to see, I think, the trapezoids more clearly, and you won't need that kind of like outline with a pencil. All right, and so what I'm going to do for this drawing is just continue to build these triangles, this Tripoli tangle, these trapezoids filled with the triangles. I'm going to just continue to draw these all the way to the edge of this Zentangle tile. So no border today, just going all the way off the edge. So enjoy this time, take your time. If you need to re-watch my little trapezoid example, go back, watch that, practice, whatever gets you comfortable with this. And yeah, be comfortable enough to where this is enjoyable, right? This is art. You know, it can be tricky, but it also should be enjoyable. So take your time, and I will see you when you're ready to go on to the next step. All right, so I'm finishing up the little edge area here, just bits and pieces of those triangles to fill in all that little space. The next step is to fill in each of these triangles. Now, we did one variation last week, but I wanted to do something slightly different today for week 2 of this little series. So I'm going to be filling in each of the triangles with curved lines to make these kind of little ladybug shapes or little hills, and then filling those in with solid ink. And that's really going to give it some nice color, because right now it's a pretty light tangle. And the other thing I'm going to do inside of the triangle is just aura in between those little ladybugs. I'm going to aura a little triangular shape, and mine has a little bit of a curve to it, but just filling in that center area. So starting again, you know, if you want to go through and draw all of your curved lines first, and then go back and color everything in, and then finally go in and fill in all of those little triangles in the center, maybe you do it that way, or maybe you do one triangle at a time, but figure out what method feels more comfortable for you. What way of drawing is more meditative for you? So you've done the hard part of kind of laying out the triangular grid system that the Tripoli tangle is, and it's such a challenging one, but you've done that, and so now it's time to kind of take deeper breaths, right? Because we were breathing anyway, even through the hard stuff, but take deeper breaths and really kind of lean into the relaxing nature of the Zentangle method, and just enjoy this. Enjoy your time creating something wherever you are, whenever it is. Yeah, enjoy this process. And I will see you for some shading and highlighting when you are done. All right, enjoy. Okay, so finishing up a couple little aura lines in the center, and I am done. And I love the look of this. I think it's so gorgeous. Um, yeah, it's so different from our first drawing last week. Okay, so I've gotten out my white Jelly Roll pen, and I am filling in those center kind of curved triangles with that white ink. And just be careful if you are using a Jelly Roll pen. These take a lot longer to dry, so I'm being very careful to work from the right side to the left, so I don't put my hand down on top of the wet ink. But yeah, just filling that in just to add a little variation between that dark blue ink. I just wanted to make a little bit of a lighter area. All right, so I decided that I wanted to reestablish, redraw those outside lines. I was using a number 10 size Jelly Roll pen, and it's a broader nib. I just wanted to go a little bit more quickly, but with that quickness, I lost a little bit of exactness, so I didn't really kind of stay in that. It's also a tiny triangle, so it was really hard to stay in the little crevices anyway. So I am just going back and redrawing those lines, just to kind of make those pop again. So that might be something that you choose or choose not to do. Over to my white charcoal pencil, and I'm going to start to color in these kind of white orbs, and I'm coloring in on top of where all the triangles meet, right? So these little clusters of 6, maybe some of your clusters only have 4 or 5, totally fine. But where all those triangle points come together, I'm just coloring on top of them with this white charcoal, and or chalk, sorry. And I'm being pretty heavy-handed. I have a lot of dark ink on my paper, and so I'm being a little bit more heavy-handed than I normally would, because I want a little bit more variation between the light and the dark, right? There's a lot of dark with all that ink that I colored in with. So just filling that in, and then I'm going to take my tortillon and blend that in to soften it up and push that chalk into the fibers. I really love how the Tripoli Tangle does not look like a bunch of triangles anymore, right? So that, little ladybug shape really helped kind of get rid of that. And then these white glowing orbs also kind of soften up those straight lines. And it just gives a completely different look from a bunch of kind of gridded out triangles. Such a cool variation of the Tripoli Tangle, and I hope you guys, you all think the same thing. All right, adding my chop in there. Had to find a little spot for it. It's pretty full drawing today. It's a good thing though. And I'm gonna flip it over and just put all that information about today on the back in case I need to reference it later. So this is day 2. There are going to be 4 days in this series, and we're going to be kind of being a little bit more playful maybe. In the last 2 videos, I'm going to kind of push away or break away from these kind of grid systems that we've started with the last couple of days. So I do hope that you all will join me for that. Again, thank you so much for watching and for your support. And again, I look forward to seeing you next time. All right, until then, have a good one.